So right from the get-go, I had a really clear vision of what I wanted to do with the video and what I wanted it to look like. My first kind of inspiration was the movie I, Tonya. I saw that last year and I just loved everything about it. The colours, the direction, the style, and obviously the story. And so I thought it would be cool to kind of try emulate that idea. And I went about doing my research online and I came across this Instagrammer called Quigley. Her take on Tonya Harding was kind of the catalyst for my idea for the music video, and I just thought her whole style was really cool. Tons of attitude, loads of personality. Her boyfriend was Nancy Kerrigan, which is really funny. So I really wanted something like this, exactly costume wise, and that was kind of where we built from. I took this idea to the directors and we sat down together and figured out exactly how we were gonna turn this into a music video. So on the yellow background, it's not obvious until later in the video, but I was actually on the ice that whole time we were filming against the yellow background, and that took up like a big chunk of the filming time. And we filmed at Alexandra Palace, and to get the whole place to ourselves we had to start, I think we started at like 11 at night and we had it till about 5 or 6 in the morning. So there was a lot we had to fit in the whole video in that time, from like setting up to packing down. And it was absolutely freezing, like I was really cold, but it was loads and loads of fun, and I had some really lovely helpers there running on, throwing a jacket over me. And then the actual ice skating, lots of people have been asking, did you have a body double? And obviously I'm not doing anything really technical, I was just kind of skating confidently around, but I didn't have a body double, and I didn't fall. I don't know how I didn't fall, but I just kind of, you know, when the camera's on you and I'm like, right, we've only got a certain amount of time to do this, just had to get it done. And cut me loose. So cut me loose. One of the main things I really wanted to get across in this video was a bit more of my personality, because in previous videos that I've done, I've always loved having the whole narrative and everything, but I've been quite a serious version of myself, which I'm not. I mean, that's me like maybe 2% of the time. So there were loads of little moments in here where we're like, let's just try throwing something fun. And I think we did like 3 takes of the song where it was literally just me like doing all this stupid crazy dancing, and you only see it flash in a couple times, but hopefully it just gives a little bit of insight into the fun side of me and then the sassy side of the artist side. But that was fun to get to do both in this video. So filmmaking team that I worked with on this video are old friends of mine who I've worked on a lot of videos with, and they recently brought on a new director, Jake, who just really kind of got exactly what I wanted to achieve with this video, and he had some great references, some Wes Anderson kind of techniques, and we wanted to make the video really stylized. And one of the things that I think totally helped with that was us coming up with a kind of color scheme that we wanted to use, so the yellow, reds and blues. And I kind of made sure that the yellow was a theme throughout, even just subtly. So obviously on the yellow background, that's where you first kind of see that color and it's in your face. But then when I'm wearing this outfit, I have the yellow socks that are the same kind of color, and in the changing room I have the yellow glasses. So it kind of stays consistent throughout. And then obviously I have the red and blue skating dress, and that theme kind of carries into when the rink opens out and you see the red and blue lights, and then we have similar lights in the dressing room. And I think that just pulled together this really kind of unique style and look that is a great platform to build from here with the rest of the music and the rest of the visuals. It kind of gives that retro feel that I think the music makes you feel too, and oh well, that's what I'm hoping people get. So one of my favourite things to do with the video was styling it, and it was tough because I was working with a really small budget, and it was hard trying to find like a legit sort of retro ice skating outfit. Everyone I found online was too modern, so it was like diamantes rather than sequins. So in the end, I bought this off Depop second hand. It was like £7. It was just this plain red, like kids skating leotard. And then I just bought some sequin material from eBay, and I took it to a local girl who just sewed it on for me. And I was so pleased with how it turned out, because I'd searched for weeks trying to find something like this. And before I came up with this, because this was really last minute, I had actually ordered this from an American costume shop, which I am in love with this piece, and it would have looked amazing also, but it was just a little too big for me, and wasn't really quite the right colours, because we wanted to have the blue, but still an amazing piece. And I might put it up on my Depop sometime soon. So if you're into skating or just amazing costumes, keep an eye on that. And then I had a really clear vision again with what I wanted for the changing room scene. So I wanted it to look really sporty, but again, super retro, a bit Call on Me vibes. So these glasses and these shorts were from Boohoo. These are just a pair of like sports hot pants. And this cool little leotard was from Nasty Gal. Again, I think the whole outfit was maybe like £20 in total. And this was the final thing, keeping with the sporty look. I just wanted a simple tracksuit that was a bit more laid back. I got this from Shein online. Again, super cheap. And I printed off a bunch of my logos as patches and just sewed one onto the back. So the putting together the costumes and the outfits was just really fun. I kind of just sat on my laptop for a couple of weeks trying to figure it all out, and I think the way that they ended up looking on camera is exactly how I pictured, so very happy. So there was only 7 of us in total on the shoot. So we had the cameraman, the director, the assistant, Katie, who took all my awesome pictures and behind the scenes stuff, my manager Serena, and the makeup artist. So it was a super small team, and everyone just like worked really hard to get stuff done. And I'm so pleased with how the video turned out. And I really hope that you love it, and if you haven't seen it, go check it out. And I just hope, I was inspired by so many things to make this video, so I hope it maybe inspires you. So cut me, cut me, cut me.